What's up, everybody? It's Plant-Based with Nicole. I'm your host, Nicolershaeholiday, also known as Plant-Based Nicolershaeholiday. Today, I will be interviewing another raw vegan because you guys know I'm obsessed with that these days. Juan Mejias-Dansbach and Dansbach. I'm not sure how to pronounce his name. Oops, sorry, Juan. Also known as @thefruitarianwarrior on Instagram. He's a raw vegan physical trainer who maintains his muscles eating mostly fruit and raw foods. So we're going to talk to him about how does he maintain his muscle, because a lot of people want to eat this way, but they're scared they're going to lose muscle. They're not going to be able to gain any muscle. So let's talk to him to find out his secrets. Without further ado, let's bring on Juan Mejias-Dansbach. Well, thank you so much, Juan, for coming on Plant-Based with Nicole. You guys, I did kind of say his name wrong. It's Dansbach, right?
Yeah.
I gotta start remembering to coordinate with my guests prior and get the pronunciation of their name, because this has happened a couple of times. Sorry about that. Anyway, thank you for coming on my platform today. We've been trying to, do this for a while, and it's finally happening. So you are currently a raw vegan, right?
Yeah, I am right now.
You are right now. You go through
Yeah. Well, I probably will be, honestly. I don't see myself changing again because I've changed enough times now to know I've changed enough times now to know how I feel like on different ways, like when I eat cooked vegan, or when I eat some animal products, and when I eat 100% raw vegan. And definitely I feel like raw vegan feels like what my body wants me to do, because
Yeah.
it feels natural to me. It tastes the best. I feel the best. I get the best result when I do it. So I don't really see myself changing back over.
Yeah. And how long have you been doing this pretty much fully raw vegan?
Probably about, it's hard to say, honestly, not too long. I probably hit you up about like a month into it just because I was feeling so good.
Yeah.
So not too long.
Okay.
Probably about a month. Yeah, probably about a month.
Talk to me about the changes that you felt since transitioning from you still ate a lot of raw foods
I
before.
still ate a lot of raw vegan, honestly, but it wasn't like completely
Yeah,
vegan.
it just wasn't
Um,
completely. So what was the change? What did you feel differently like once going fully raw vegan?
mhm. Well, first of all, it tasted a lot better. Like I like coconut yogurt. I like the hemp seeds. Just like the plant fats, the avocados. I felt more energy. I feel like my dreams definitely got more vivid.
Really?
My skin, yeah, definitely. My skin got better. I feel like my muscle got better. Just everything, honestly, everything got better. Like I definitely put on some weight. I can feel it. So
Muscle?
my diet, because my digestion got better just from like the. I feel like a lot of the plant foods are just so perfect. Like I think of the hemp seeds that I eat for fats versus like an egg. Like the hemp seeds are high in omega 3s and magnesium and fiber, and just so I just feel like it digests and absorbs better. And yeah, it's interesting how quick I noticed it too, because I noticed it so fast. Like a week into it, I was like, all right, I have to, I have to keep doing this.
Yeah,
You know,
for
it's
sure.
a very noticeable change. I don't know if you've ever like felt that, if you've ever eaten like animal products and then gone vegan and felt like a that change, but
Oh yeah, 13 years ago, honey. When I went
mhm.
plant-based 13 years ago, totally felt different. Yep.
Yeah, it's a different. I feel like it just puts you in a different mental state too, because you're not exploiting animals for your nourishment. So I feel like I feel more at peace as well, like just more like happy, just more.
Because you're not hurting people to get your grub on. You're not hurting.
You're
to-
not harming anything. And I feel like you can definitely feel that in your aura too. Definitely feel more just like I guess compassionate and like calm for sure.
That's
Um
so you got a lot of great benefits, feeling good. That's great. Did you have any detox?
Definitely not. If anything, I was having continuously bad detox symptoms when I would eat when I was eating some animal products. I noticed my skin just wasn't that good. So that's one reason why I was like, okay, maybe I have to cut this out. I feel like I would get like pimples and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But now that I'm eating like vegan, I think that my body's like able to keep up better with the detox daily, so I don't like notice it, or I don't in my skin, and I don't feel it as much because my organs are working better for sure. Definitely.
That's good. You didn't have any negative detox symptoms. Cause like when I did fully raw for 44 days last January. Yeah, January 2023. And like the first couple of days I had some stuff going on. And one of them was like my face broke out down here. And then I had got like a sciatica pain, and I hadn't had that in like 2 years, and it just like came out of nowhere. And then it went away. But it was just like, where are these weird things happening to my body? Because it was like detox.
Hmm.
But yeah, everybody's body is different. You know, some people have detox, some people don't. Some people, how's your bowel movements?
Definitely, they've been getting better over time for sure as I've been, yeah, just continuing. I feel like it's interesting because I've noticed like the body is actually needs mainly a lot of juices for me. So because the body's mostly water and I'm trying to build muscle, and so if I eat too much like dense food, then I don't have that as much energy as if I'm juicing more fruits, because fruits have a lot of energy in them, and I'm juicing more greens. So I try not to eat too much like dense food. That way everything is like hydrated.
Yeah.
And I do like I've been doing some hemp seeds and nuts here and there, but I've been trying to keep it super high in fruits, fruit juices, green juices, and I feel like that helps with the bowel movements because I feel like everything is gotten better just over time, like just more like just regular and just
That's good. Do you ever eat cooked foods? Or is it
not no not
not really?
honestly no. Yeah, no, I really don't. Not as of lately. I mean, I might have had like a few bites here and there, but it wasn't anything like that was it didn't feel helpful to the cause. So I try to pay attention to like what is increasing my energy and my you know performance and stuff like that. And I don't really notice cooked foods to be too helpful in that. I haven't really found any cooked foods that I think are really that good, but the fruits, I feel like we're frugivores to some extent. So I feel like the fruits are very helpful for like building muscle and hydrating the body, and the greens are great. The nuts and seeds, sea vegetables like seaweeds, sea moss, herbs, things like that. Sprouts, like I love sprouted lentils, sprouted mung beans, and you can juice sprouts as well. Um,
You like
but
sprouted lentils and stuff?
I think they're good. Yeah, I like them. Sometimes I think like maybe cooked food isn't that bad because I eat the raw sprouted lentils and I'm thinking like they are pretty like hard to like. They're not as easy to chew. So I'm not saying it might not be good to cook some things. I really don't know. I haven't experimented enough, but I think the raw lentils are cool. I'll eat some of those or I'll juice them, and I think they're pretty good.
Well, I give you some props because I can't do it. I don't like that sprout stuff. Like I had the sprout lentils before, and I was like, this ain't for me. But but okay, uh, cook foods. I just forgot what I was about to ask you. Okay, so tell me like, you talked about some of the things you eat, but tell me like how a day might look.
Uh-huh. Yes. So I try to juice as much fruits and greens as I can, like a gallon or two, or maybe three, of like apple, watermelon, cucumber, orange, whatever, pineapple, dragon fruit, grapes, blueberries,
Mm.
just different fruits, different greens like kale, spinach. If I can get 1 to 3 gallons of juice in, that would probably be honestly ideal. Because I like to keep it high in fruit, for that because fruit is one of the best, honestly, foods for building muscle because it's high in carbohydrates and it's high in water,
Mhm.
and minerals and things like that, and it digests super easily. And when you juice it, it digests even easier. So I like to juice fruits, and then I can get more fruits in that way. Like if I can get 3 gallons of juice in, that's a lot easier than doing like than if I could do like if I was eating a bunch of fruits, it might be more challenging.
Mhm.
So 1 second. But yeah, so I would try to juice a lot, and then I might eat like a little bit of fat, like some avocado,
Mhm.
maybe some like hemp seeds, some almonds, um, Brazil nuts. There's different. Spirulina's great. Spirulina's high in omega 3s. That's a vegan fat that you can eat. It's like a sea. It's like a marine phytoplankton, or it's like a. I don't know if it's a seaweed or a bacteria.
Mhm.
Spirulina comes from like the ocean.
Yeah.
It's high in omega 3s.
I'm
So
a
I'll try to do as much juice as I can, and then I'll try to get some type of fat. And then I've been doing juicing like some lentils, some sprouts. I might juice some roots, like some sweet potato or carrot, but I'll try to do as much fruit as I can because I know that fruit is one of the most like symbiotic foods because we're like the fruit wants us to eat it. And I know that the fruitarian, the way of doing things, like honestly, if I had to do just one food in a day, I would do just fruit. That would be like the requirement because I know that I need the carbohydrate for my muscle and I need the water to hydrate my body. But the fat, that's just for the hormones, and the fat is good for your brain. And I mean, fat's great for a bunch of different things. So I try to get some of that in, and I try to get some protein in, which is like sprouts or spirulina or hemp seeds. The nuts have protein, and
Yeah.
it's not much though. It's only I try not to eat too much because I know that I try to eat just enough because I know that when you eat too much, it weighs you down. So I try to eat just the required amount that I need. And I'm still trying to discover different foods because I know that, there's probably thousands of different fruits I haven't tried yet. So I'm open minded to like, improving what I eat. But so just basically my main priority is to hydrate as much as I can and then get just enough of what I need. Could be like a few handfuls, could be like a bowl or two, or a little bit more. And I might eat like one meal a day or like a few snacks throughout the day
What?
as I'm juicing throughout the day though. So the juice is like I juice a lot. So the juice is like tons and tons of food throughout the day.
Okay,
But
so
it would be like one like solid meal.
one meal in the
If that. If I could do no meals, that might be a day as well, just like straight juice.
Mhm. So when you
Because I'm only trying to grow muscle. I'm not really trying to eat for pleasure as much at this point in my life because I want to regenerate my organs, and I want to dream vividly, and just I want to see the trees as vividly
Hmm.
when I'm on my walks in nature. So some days my body just needs juice and just water, and that's enough to grow my muscles. And if I'm juicing the right things, so the one meal is optional, but the juices are like requirement for every day.
So that's enough to keep your muscle maintained because I know you probably already had the physique before you started this raw, but are you maintaining it? It's not going away. It's not disappearing.
They've been growing more than when I was doing anything else, honestly. So
Oh,
I think that yeah, they've been growing faster. I think that eating too much and not hydrating enough it dehydrates the muscles, so then they don't grow as quickly. So
oh wow.
um
So eat less.
because I've been yeah, because I don't want to slow down the muscle growth because I honestly believe that from what I feel in my body and what I've researched, that's how you reverse aging, and that's how you stay young, is that you build a good like fitness because your heart it keeps your heart and everything. And so as if my muscles aren't growing, because I feel like I should be growing at this phase of my life, that's just what my spirit tells me that I need to do, then I change what I'm doing, which is why I went vegan recently, because I was hitting a plateau where I was like, okay, I gotta start to refine this. if I want to continue to grow, because you know, that's just what I felt. And then once I changed, my muscles started growing faster and I have more energy. So that's why I've been doing this more recently, like more just focusing on the fruits and the juices, and just to moderate the eating, because I know that I don't know how what us humans used to be. I don't know where we came from, but I don't know if we were. Some people say we were caveman. Some people say we came from Atlantis, and that we're like we aliens made us. I really don't know where we came from, so I don't know how that factors into what we're supposed to eat. So I just try to um I just try to do what makes sense to me. And last time I checked, the body is mostly water, so I was like, okay, if I want to get healthier, it just made sense to me that I would start juicing more, and instead of eating the animal products, it just made sense to me to let go of those, because they just didn't seem like natural to me, I guess. Like the way they tasted, the way that they looked, just how to produce them. The fruits just tasted better to me, and they just seemed more like colorful and vibrant. So I just assumed, like, okay, if I want to get healthier, I gotta hydrate more with the fruits and the vegetables and things like that. And I gotta start there, because if I'm mostly water and I start trying to do all these other things, then I'm not gonna really see the result that I want. So when I started drinking more juices, my muscles were growing faster. So I was like, okay, uh, this makes sense, just intuitively.
Wow. Drinking juices makes your muscles grow faster, huh? So
It's like watering a plant.
yeah, are you leaning out? Like, are you losing body fat as well?
Yeah, I would say definitely vegan leans you out too, which is great. It leans you out, and it builds muscle. So if you just want to look better, like, I feel like being vegan is definitely the answer for that.
I think that's like if you're coming from an animal diet, but if you've been already eating it for 13 years and your body's used to it, like me, you end up with back fat. No, I'm just kidding. But you know what I mean? Like anytime you change your diet from wherever you're at, there's going to be some kind of a drastic change. You're right.
Mhm.
But someone who's been eating like, I have to work hard to stay, lean or whatever. It's not
Mhm.
natural anymore. It's like is because my body's used to eating this way. I gotta. But anyway, we're not gonna get into me. So do you take supplements? Any supplements? Protein powders, vitamin D, calcium, B12, any of that stuff.
I take B12. Lately I've been taking this like omega-3 from an algae. It has like EPA and DHA in it. I take random things here and there, like mushroom powders, like reishi, lion's mane. But honestly, if I would suggest anything to anyone, I guess I've heard B12 is important, and to eat enough omega-3s, so like chia, flax, hemp. Um, but other than that, I feel like the most important thing is to get enough like fruits in, and just to hydrate as well. And just to get enough whole foods in,
Yeah,
because other than like B12 really and like omega-3s, I feel like I don't even know if I have to really take those. I just kind of have been taking them, but I feel like I eat so many hemp seeds and I juice greens, which I know greens have omega-3s, like leafy greens. But like I might not really have to take it, but I just do.
you do. Yeah. So how much you work out a lot. I see your physique, nice muscles you have. How's your workouts? How many days a week do you work out?
Yeah, thank you. I work out like basically if I have energy, I'll work out every day just for my mental benefit. Like if I can go on a walk or a run, or if I can do pull-ups, push-ups, go to the gym. I haven't really been going to the gym a lot lately, just because of I've just been winter has kind of gotten me, just life. I've been working a lot, and then I've been sleeping a lot, so I've been doing a lot of at-home workouts as well, but yeah, I try to work out I don't really try to work out, but if I have energy, I work out every day, like just because it's something that I enjoy doing. So, and it doesn't always have to be lifting weights. I haven't lifted weights consistently for forever now, just because of life. So, a lot of times it could be just stretching or just yoga or pull-ups or push-ups or just going on a walk, different things like that, because the most important thing I think is definitely like the food and the rest, because is if you think about it, a baby grows just fine and it doesn't go to the gym. So if I want my body to grow, um pull-ups might work, but you can stay skinny and still be able to do pull-ups, or you can actually grow your body depending on what you eat and how you're resting as well. Is also the form. I try to use like good form when I'm doing movements, and I try to be present with the movement, because you can do like you can do 1,000 reps of a movement, but you can do it in a way that injures yourself if you do it like incorrectly, or if you're present and you take your time to actually like feel the movement, you do it the right way, which there is no like one right way, but everyone's body is different. But
Yeah.
your body will tell you if you're doing it correctly or not. But I've just noticed that like if you're present with the movement, you get a better outcome, because if you're trying to rush through the movement, it just isn't like I just don't think it's always good to. I mean, you can do things fast. Like, I'm not saying you can't rush things, like in a sense of like you can sprint, you can do explosive movements, but I'm saying like just to be aware of your breathing patterns too while you're working out can create like it's like a meditation, and I think that it just helps in a lot of ways, just like being aware of like the mind muscle connection. So
Hmm.
I try to um I try to work out as a way to connect to my spirit and to appreciate my body. And if I'm tired, I just try to honor it. Like, honestly, I don't try to push too hard. That's the biggest thing that's helped me, is to realize like that my body is it needs like love and care and respect. So if I'm tired, I might need to eat more fruit or juice more fruits. I might need to rest more. I might need more time in the sun. I might just need a walk. So I really only work out, honestly, when I feel like I really truly have energy to do it. Like if I'm not completely excited to do it, I try not to do it,
Yeah, I think
because I know that there might be something else that I need to do that might be more important.
you just listen to your body.
Yeah, that's what I do.
That's the key thing. We all need to listen to our body. Don't try to force, just let it be natural.
Yeah, I've had a lot of horrible things happen to me from trying to trying to force things. So I've learned just to not do that anymore.
Right, exactly. What would you tell someone who, you know, there's a lot of people who really are intrigued by the lifestyle, the raw vegan lifestyle, or just vegan lifestyle, and they're like scared because they're like, oh, I'm not gonna be able to get muscle, I'm not gonna grow muscle, I'm not gonna keep muscle, yada yada yada. What's something that you would tell them to like kind of motivate them, being that you are maintaining your muscle as a matter of fact, they have grown, right? Your muscle has grown,
Hmm.
and you're eating raw vegan. So what's like some pointers or something you would tell someone who wants to do it but scared because of
Hmm.
those reasons?
If you want me to be honest, just like the honest truth is, I would tell them to get a juicer, because like a plant, like if you want it to bloom, you just start watering it. So if you just start drinking juices throughout the day, like you're gonna feel the pump in your muscles, and you're not gonna question it anymore. And then maybe get in some fats, like some avocado, whatever. But I mean, because I can't guarantee anything else will work because I don't really know any other way. Like, I can't really tell them to eat seitan and tofu because, like, I don't know if that'll, I don't know if that'll work. So if they're worried about building muscle as a vegan, I would tell them to just get a juicer and just start juicing like fruits, greens, and then no matter what you're already eating, if you start replacing some of it with juices while still making sure to not like go crazy. Obviously, still get in like your omega threes and everything else, but like make sure everything is balanced. But like, yeah, I would say that people need more carbohydrates if they really want to grow muscle too. And if you start juicing more fruits, you'll have more carbohydrates and more glycogen to be able to fuel. So if you're worried about muscle growth, you should be worried about carbohydrates and hydration and vitamin K, because vitamin K, you need that for bone growth, and leafy greens are high in vitamin K.
Mm.
So, and you need bone growth to grow muscle. So, if your skeletal system is healthy, then you won't have a problem growing muscle because your body will just naturally put on muscle because your frame will support it. So, leafy greens and fruits and omega 3s and fats and hydration. Just
Mm.
hydrate as much as you can. It'll be good.
And lift weights.
Yeah, and work out as well. But that's like the last step because if you work out when you're like if you work out when you're tired, which a lot of people are chronically tired from what they eat, then that that can be okay, but it's better to also increase your energy as well because you don't want to burn yourself out. So the food will help to increase your energy as well.
True that. Well said. Thank you so much. Are there anything that you want to share? Is there any coaching you do or any thing that you want to share with everybody and tell everybody where they can find you?
Yeah, you can find me on Instagram, the fruitarian warrior, and yeah, I don't you can just reach out if you have any questions. I don't really have any programs or anything like that, but if anyone's interested just in like and wants to ask me anything or just get to know me, shoot me a DM.
Yeah. He can give you some tips and stuff. He's got all these muscle workout videos and
And
all
we're just getting started. I'm so excited because honestly, this raw vegan thing has made me realize just how how much potential the human body has because when you're eating a lot of like animal products you have to like push through just to see results, but when you're eating fruits like your body just gets healthier no matter what you do. You could go on a walk and you'll see new shoulder striations just from going on a walk because the blood flow is so good when you're eating fruits.
mm,
So
that's motivating.
yeah, definitely. I feel like fruits is definitely there's something special about fruits for sure. Some people take it to the extreme, like no greens ever, and then they don't look very good sometimes. So I'm not saying to take it to the extreme or anything, but don't underestimate fruits because like fruits will get you very far.
Yes, they will. There's power in fruits. There's healing in fruits. Well, they're not, the fruit don't heal. The fruit just allows your body to heal itself. But anyway, well, thank you so much, Juan. This has been inspiring, and I really enjoy speaking with you.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me. I'm glad to be here and share what's been working for me as of lately.
For sure, for sure. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys were inspired. If you guys have questions, hit him up in his inbox. There's a lot of tips I'm sure he can share with you on how he has maintained and kept and grown his muscle. So yeah, you guys, I'll see you guys in the next episode, and thank you for watching.